What if the supplement you trust most for strength is not the true game changer your muscles need? For years, vitamin D has been treated like the hero, but muscle does not grow because of one nutrient alone. If you want real energy, faster recovery, and stronger fibers that actually hold together, two quiet allies must show up at breakfast. Think of your body like a car. Protein is the fuel. Vitamin D can help steer many systems, but the engine will not even start without spark plugs. Those spark plugs are vitamin B12 and vitamin C. B12 charges your red blood cells so oxygen reaches working muscle on time. C builds and protects the collagen scaffolding that holds every contraction together while cleaning up the oxidative mess after training. Take them in the morning and you ride the wave of metabolism as the day begins. Ignore them and you jog through workouts with the brakes on. If you are tired despite lifting, sore longer than you should be, or stuck on a plateau, breakfast is where the breakthrough begins. Stay with me. In the next minutes, you will see how two simple vitamins turn effort into strength you can feel. Morning is not just a time to eat, it is the launch pad for your body's energy systems. When you wake up, your cells are empty from the overnight fast. They are ready to take in fuel, repair damage, and reset your metabolism for the day. Most people know that eating protein at breakfast matters. Protein gives amino acids to start muscle synthesis. But what most people never realize is that protein is like raw building material left outside a construction site. Without workers to use it, nothing gets built. The workers are vitamins. And in the morning, the two vitamins that matter most for muscle building are B12 and C. Vitamin B12 is the ignition switch. It helps your body make red blood cells that carry oxygen, and those cells determine how long your muscles can work before fatigue sets in. Imagine trying to build strength while your oxygen supply is cut short. That is what happens when B12 is low. You feel drained, your recovery drags, and your motivation disappears. Taking B12 at breakfast means your energy systems get primed when metabolism is rising naturally. By the time you begin moving, your blood is already carrying oxygen efficiently. Your brain feels sharper, and your muscles are fueled to perform. Vitamin C plays a different but equally critical role. Every rep in the gym, every walk in the park, every stair you climb creates tiny tears in your muscle fibers. That is normal, but they must be repaired to grow stronger. Collagen is the repair material, and your body cannot make collagen without vitamin C. If B12 is the oxygen pipeline, C is the construction scaffold. It holds the tissue together, prevents injuries, and fights the oxidative stress that builds up whenever you challenge your body. Taking it in the morning means that your breakfast not only fuels energy, but also provides the building blocks to repair and protect tissues throughout the day. The timing matters. Your metabolism is most responsive in the morning. That is why coffee feels so powerful early in the day, why breakfast can change your mood, and why deficiencies show up quickly if you skip the right nutrients. B12 taken in the morning fuels energy production so strongly that if you take it at night, it can keep you awake. Vitamin C taken in the morning increases iron absorption from foods like eggs, oats, or spinach. That iron then boosts oxygen delivery, reinforcing the work that B12 is already doing. The result is synergy: more oxygen, stronger repair, and faster recovery. Picture two people. Both eat protein at breakfast, both train, both take vitamin D because they heard it helps. But one adds B12 and C, while the other does not. After weeks, the first person has more energy, shorter soreness, and visible strength gains. The second person wonders why the needle is not moving. The difference is not effort, not motivation, but nutrient timing. You can pour effort into workouts and still stall. If your cells are missing their spark plugs in the morning, this is why so many people feel trapped in a cycle. They eat reasonably well, they supplement with vitamin D, yet they still experience weak muscles, nagging fatigue, or slow recovery. Doctors recommend more D. Friends suggest protein powders. Supplement companies sell expensive blends. But the truth is simpler. Your muscles need fuel, oxygen, and scaffolding. Protein is the fuel. B12 delivers oxygen. C builds scaffolding. Miss one piece and the whole system underperforms. That is why breakfast is not optional if you care about muscle health. Skipping it or eating empty calories is like starting a marathon with no shoes. You can keep moving, but you will suffer more, go slower, and risk injury. When you include foods rich in B12 and C at breakfast, you align your body with its natural rhythm. You provide energy when your cells are waking. You provide repair tools before damage accumulates. And you protect yourself against the slow creep of fatigue and decline. The modern mistake is assuming supplements taken at any time will solve problems. Timing turns nutrients from passive passengers into active drivers. B12 and C, taken at breakfast, are not just vitamins. They are the switch that tells your body, today we go stronger. Many people assume that muscle weakness, fatigue, or slow recovery are just natural parts of aging. They lift weights, walk daily, even try protein shakes, but the results never quite match the effort. The usual advice they hear is the same. Take vitamin D supplements. Doctors recommend it, companies sell it, friends talk about it. But for a large number of people, the missing link is not vitamin D at all. It is a silent lack of B12 and C. Low vitamin B12 is often mistaken for getting older. The symptoms creep in slowly. Weak muscles, brain fog, tingling in the hands or feet, low mood, and constant tiredness. Nearly 40% of adults show some level of deficiency, yet most do not realize it. They blame age, stress, or busy lives, never suspecting that their blood cells are simply starved of the nutrients they need to carry oxygen. The result is like trying to run a factory with half the machines turned off. Energy drops, recovery slows, and no matter how much protein you eat, your muscles cannot use it effectively. Vitamin C deficiency may not be as dramatic in numbers, but its effects on muscle growth are just as serious. Every workout creates microscopic damage in fibers. Without enough C to produce collagen, those fibers remain partly repaired, leaving muscles weaker and more injury-prone. You may feel sore longer than usual or find your joints stiff. That heavy, sluggish feeling after a workout is not just effort, it is inflammation. Vitamin C calms that down, so the repair process happens cleanly. Without it, you are always playing catch-up. Breakfast is where both vitamins can be delivered at the perfect time. B12 taken early fuels red blood cell production when your body is naturally raising its metabolism. C taken early improves iron absorption from foods like eggs, spinach, or fortified cereals, which multiplies oxygen delivery throughout the day. Together, they prepare your system to not only perform better, but also recover faster. Practical examples make the difference clear. Imagine you eat scrambled eggs with spinach and strawberries in the morning. That one meal gives you protein, B12, folate, vitamin C, and iron working in synergy. The eggs supply B12 and protein. The spinach gives folate and plant iron, while the strawberries provide vitamin C to help absorb that iron. The combination ensures your muscles get both the fuel and the tools to use it. Now compare that to toast with butter and coffee. You may feel full, but your body has no spark, plugs to fire up energy or repair fibers. Another scenario is a fortified cereal with berries and a glass of orange juice. A cereal provides B12, if fortified, plus iron and folate. The berries and juice flood your system with vitamin C, add a little yogurt, and you have protein, calcium, and probiotics supporting digestion. This is not a complex diet plan or expensive supplement routine. It is simply choosing foods that activate the nutrients your muscles crave in the morning. For vegetarians and vegans, B12 can be harder to obtain. That is why fortified plant milks, nutritional yeast, or supplements become essential. Ignoring B12 for months leads to a slow decline in energy and strength. It feels like aging, but is actually preventable. Pairing those fortified foods with citrus fruits, kiwi, or even a smoothie packed with greens and berries ensures that C is present as well. One of the biggest mistakes people make is assuming they can catch up later in the day. They take vitamins at dinner or swallow supplements randomly. But metabolism has rhythms. In the morning, your body is most ready to use B12 to generate energy, and most ready to absorb iron with the help of C. Wait until night, and you miss the golden window. Worse, taking B12 too late can interfere with sleep, because its energy boost is so strong. Think of breakfast as setting the tone for your whole day. If you begin with nutrients that activate energy and repair, you spend the day with strong muscles, better focus, and faster recovery. If you skip them, you spend the day dragging, craving caffeine, and wondering why progress is slow. A difference compounds over weeks. Those who feed their muscles correctly in the morning gain strength, confidence, and momentum. Those who skip keep repeating the same cycle of effort without results. It is not about massive doses or expensive pills. It is about daily consistency. Small amounts of B12 and C at breakfast over time transform how your muscles respond. They do not just support growth, they make growth possible. And once you feel the change, less soreness, more energy, workouts that finally produce results, you will never want to go back to mornings without them. When people think about building muscle, they usually focus on workouts, protein, or maybe supplements. But the truth is, what really decides whether your strength lasts for years is how well your body recovers and how protected it is against hidden damage. This is where vitamin B12 and vitamin C quietly take the lead. They are not flashy, they are not marketed with big promises, but they deliver long-term resilience that makes the difference between short bursts of progress and sustainable growth. Let us begin with immunity. A strong immune system is not just about avoiding colds. It determines how fast your body recovers from training and how much energy is available for muscle growth instead of fighting infections. Vitamin C is one of the most powerful immune supporters. It strengthens the skin and tissue barriers, fuels white blood cells, and neutralizes invaders before they have the chance to slow you down. Without it, recovery is delayed, inflammation lingers, and your body spends more energy fighting illness than building strength. B12, often overlooked, also plays a surprisingly central role. It is required for DNA production and new cell formation, including immune cells. If you are low in B12, your immune system cannot produce enough healthy fighters. Over time, this weakens your defenses, makes you prone to recurring illness, and interrupts consistency in your training. And consistency, more than anything else, is what builds sustainable muscle. Recovery is another critical pillar. Every workout creates stress on the body. Muscles tear microscopically, tendons and ligaments absorb shock, and the nervous system coordinates every movement. Vitamin C drives collagen production to rebuild those connective tissues, while also calming the inflammation that comes with exercise. Without enough collagen, your body is like a building with weak scaffolding. It may stand for a while, but cracks will show. B12 contributes by ensuring oxygen-rich blood reaches tired tissues and by protecting the nervous system itself. Your nerves are like the communication lines of your body. If they are frayed, coordination weakens, progress stalls, and fatigue creeps in. With both vitamins present, you repair faster, train harder, and remain injury-free for longer. Now, let us talk about sustainable gains. Many people push themselves hard for a few months, see progress, then plateau, or even regress. Why? Because they are trying to build on an unstable foundation. Long-term muscle growth is not just about pushing weights. It is about creating an environment where your body has the energy, building blocks, and resilience to adapt year after year. B12 fuels energy by maintaining healthy red blood cells and preventing the slow drain of fatigue. Without it, motivation slips away, workouts feel harder, and progress slows. Vitamin C protects the new tissue being built by neutralizing oxidative stress. Without that, the very act of training breaks you down more than it builds you up. Together, B12 and C ensure that every ounce of effort is transformed into real, lasting results. Mental health also deserves attention. Deficiency in B12 is linked to depression, brain fog, and memory problems. Low vitamin C is tied to irritability, anxiety, and fatigue. When your mood is unstable, your drive to exercise and eat well collapses. Progress becomes a cycle of starting and quitting. But when your brain is nourished, your mood is stable, and motivation flows naturally. That is when fitness stops being a chore and becomes a lifestyle. A joyful, consistent lifestyle is what keeps your muscles strong, not just for months, but for decades. Think about aging. Sarcopenia, the gradual decline of muscle mass, begins earlier than most people think. By your 30s and 40s, if you are not protecting your muscles, you are already losing ground. B12 keeps your nervous system sharp, ensures oxygen keeps flowing, and prevents that silent erosion of energy that feels like getting older. Vitamin C keeps connective tissue strong, reduces chronic inflammation, and speeds recovery so you stay active. Together, they slow the decline, giving you not only more years of life, but more life in your years. Consistency is the secret. It is not about massive doses once in a while. It is about making B12 and C part of your daily routine, as natural as brushing your teeth. Over weeks, you may notice less soreness. Over months, you may find new energy. And over years, you will see that you are stronger, more resilient, and more independent than your peers who ignored these simple nutrients. The difference is not dramatic in a single day, but it compounds in ways that transform your future. To make this practical, build meals that naturally combine B12 and C: eggs with spinach and berries, salmon with lemon, fortified cereal with kiwi, yogurt with oranges. Each pairing ensures that your muscles get both the spark and the shield. Supplements can help if diet is limited, but food first creates the best synergy. Remember, protein may feed the muscles, but without B12 to fuel oxygen and C to repair tissue, the protein cannot finish the job. At the end of the day, the message is simple. If you want muscle that lasts, if you want recovery that keeps up with your effort, and if you want resilience that protects you as you age, give your body vitamin B12 and vitamin C every morning. They are the spark plugs, the repair crew, and the guardians of long-term strength. Do this daily, and you will not just build muscle, you will build a body that serves you with energy, confidence, and independence for decades to come. When we step back and look at the bigger picture, one truth becomes clear. Building muscle and maintaining strength as we age is not only about lifting weights, eating protein, or following the latest trend. It is about creating a foundation where energy, recovery, and resilience work together every single day. That foundation is quietly built at your breakfast table with two simple vitamins. B12 and C. Vitamin D has its role, but relying on it alone is like trying to drive with only the steering wheel. You need the spark plugs and the repair crew. B12 charges your red blood cells, keeps your nervous system firing, and ensures your muscles have the oxygen they need. Vitamin C builds collagen, reduces inflammation, strengthens connective tissues, and protects your cells from oxidative stress. Together, They create the conditions where growth is not just possible, but sustainable. Think of what this means for your daily life. Less fatigue, faster recovery, fewer injuries, sharper focus, and stronger immunity. Over weeks and months, these small advantages add up into lasting transformation. You are not just training for bigger muscles. You are training for independence, energy, and the ability to live fully for decades to come. The choice to take B12 and C every morning is not complicated. It is not expensive, but it is powerful. So tomorrow, when you sit down for breakfast, look at your plate as more than food. See it as the fuel that decides how strong, energetic, and capable your body will be, not just today, but years from now. Build meals that combine these vitamins naturally, and let them support you in every workout, every step, and every goal. Aging does not have to mean weakness or decline. With the right choices, it can mean wisdom, resilience, and strength that carries forward. Your future self will thank you for every smart decision you make now. And if you found value in this video, remember to subscribe to Steady Steps Health. Here, we share practical, science-backed guidance to help you stay strong, independent, and vibrant at every age. Hit the like button, share this with someone who needs it, and join our community committed to living better, longer. Together, we can turn small daily steps into lasting health.